TeamRedneb. We got a good day playing this morning. We taking Collins out from TFO. They're about to pull up right here. We're gonna put them on some striper action in North Carolina.
Get it going
the
on
Texas boy.
Yeah.
So we got them on the boat. They're headed here. You guys stay tuned. We're gonna show you some rods. He's gonna give you some good information about the TFO rods, and me and Scott, we have fallen in love with them.
Oh yeah.
So
nice.
We're gonna have some fun. Here they come.
Can't be early.
Oh, is it late?
I think we're 10 minutes late.
Oh, that's okay. That just gave us time to get everything just right for you.
Thank you guys for making one more day for us.
Oh man, we're gonna have fun.
We slept hard last night.
Did you? Were you tired?
That was some serious casting, maximum efficiency. What a day though.
Hey, but with them rods that was light, it worked good, man.
Hey,
That's what me and Scott, that's the reason we love them.
Yeah,
Fish them all day.
Yes, sir. Well, this is a hell of a fishery. We're glad to come back out one more day.
We're gonna get on it today. We're gonna show you something.
So, if not, I'll take the blame. Don't worry.
Hey Brad, you going fishing with us? All right, well, we'll see you later.
The one to do if you really want distance on a real light jig is a snap cast. And I'll try to do it here. I'm not very good at it, but we actually designed a rod for it. But any of the drop shot actions will do it, and that's a flat trajectory cast. You can make a vertical movement, load the tip, and as you come down, let it go, and it'll go straight flat. You can. The guy that we made our rod for, the 6012 FWFS, for that rod, or for that cast, he wrote a book on it, and he shatters a window pane with a 1/125th ounce jig.
Really?
In his demos. And this is really not a good bait to do it with, but we'll try our best. You got a jig head?
Yeah.
Let me see that light right there, yeah. Sometimes I end up throwing them over my head when I do this. Sometimes I look like a champion. Most of the time it just doesn't matter. But if you want to throw a light jig, it's just going to be one vertical movement, and when that tip starts going down, I'm going to let go of it with my finger. And as you get better, you get, obviously further and further out.
Just kind of like you just want a horizontal line straight through the water.
Horizontal line, and if you're talking about casting under a boat dock, you can.
Gotcha.
When you get better at it. Now, again, I'm not an expert at it by any stretch of the imagination, but if you want to throw super light jigs on heavier tackle, it's the way to do it.
And the best rod you think is it that light?
If the situation would dictate it, based on how much power you needed to move a fish. So
oh, okay.
If you wanted to fish super light tackle for freshwater bass or brim or something, you'd want an ultralight, especially because you get more tip in the bend. But for what we're doing here, our delta type style fishing, where it's bigger fish and need a little bit more power to move them immediately, yeah, I'd start with a light, maybe medium light, but I'd stay in the drop shot family because of that softer tip, being able to generate that momentum in the tip.
Cool.
And the book is written by Joe Robinson, and it's Ultralight Spin Fishing is the name of the book.
Nice. Collins hooked up with a striper. Oh yeah, finally. Nice job.
Yeah, thank you.
Get that thing in here.
That's a nice one.
He's still green, boy.
Nice. Yeah, make sure we get a.
That's a nice video.
That one's hung up. All right.
And I don't have anybody over here with me.
Largemouth.
That's a largemouth.
Largemouth bass.
Every time I come with you, I catch a largemouth. No.
That's because you use them funny baits.
That is your bait.
I know. Old Marilou. You know, they actually do catch a lot of old Little John.
There you go. folks. That's what you do when striper fishing ain't all that hot. You catch largemouth bass.
We have caught quite a range of species the last couple of days.
We have modified the slam to include largemouth.
Yeah. Supposed to be doing the old drum thing, but I think we're like Collins. We're told we're on plan A, B.
Yeah.
Nah, that's nice.
F probably by now.
Alpha Bravo. AF. Nice.
Okay, that water's fresh. Feed on out here.
Bought that one from Texas.
Pulled out of his back pocket. One of those bass seeds through the water line.
Alright, so TFO has something for this white boy that's more important than the fishing. Tell us about it.
You know, sun care it's not fun and it's not exciting and it's not sexy to talk about, but
I thought I was pretty sexy though. So I'm putting it in there.
you know what? My mom said if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So I'm not going to comment on that. But if you're going to fish and you're going to be outside, you do need to wear sun protection. You can look at me; I'm wearing long sleeves.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much always do. Still put on sunscreen every day. Always got my glasses on. Temple Fork Outfitters, we distribute a sunscreen product called Smart Shield, which is the only designated marine safe sun care product on the market. It's no petroleum base, and that's the crucial element to it. And you know, you put your hand into a bait well, you introduce that foreign agent to whether you're fishing shrimp, whether you're fishing porgies, whatever you're fishing, you're putting a toxic element in that water. They did a time-lapse video shoot one time, and they had over a 2-hour period an 88% mortality rate versus a sub 10%. Even if you're not a live bait fisherman, one, I really don't want that toxic stuff rubbed onto me.
Oh yeah.
And two, you know, if you're catching and releasing, taking a picture of the fish, you're still releasing that fish. Or the tournament fisherman, you've got your live well that you're critically trying to save, you're keeping it ice down, you're keeping it well oxygenated, and every time you pull a fish, you're putting petroleum into it. It's a really, really good product. Smart Shield, SPF 30, and I would encourage everybody to do some research on what happens when you go past SPF 30. But you got a gel, you got a lotion, whatever you need.
Cool. Well, yeah.
For kids, good for kiddos, and I apply it once a day. I know this, that's not the recommended, but we fished 14 hours yesterday. I didn't burn at all. It was all in the sun, wind, and one application. Sweating, getting wet. That was good to go.
If it protects my head, it'll protect anybody. Yeah.
Smart Shield.
It's a sexy noggin, ain't it, Brad?
Sexy noggin.
There we go.
Lights away.
Yeah.
All right, guys. TeamRedneb has been very fortunate to have these guys on the boat. We have had a blast. The fishing's been slow, all the fresh water, but we did get some fish in the boat. Had a good time. Really enjoyed meeting Collins. Brad was fun to have him on the boat too.
Brad can do some things with fishing rods,
Yeah.
I'm the scapegoat today.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man. We've had a blast, and hope to have Collins back from Texas.
Man, it was fantastic to be here. Beautiful fishery. You can tell the potential, and it's just circumstance, it's situation. That's why you go fishing. If you know what's going to happen, it's not that fun.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we've been introduced to the TFO by Brad, and me and Scott have come to love them. It's still a new rod on our boat for probably this year, and we're learned a lot from Collins, and hopefully y'all pick some of that up in the upcoming videos. But the best part, I think, out of everything he told me was they look for feedback, and that I love that. We had some things we talked about, and he's like, well, that's what we need to know. We'll probably change that on the next one.
The good stuff's fun to hear, but the bad stuff's what's going to make us better. So if you pick up a rod, let us know. Our phone number is 214-638-9052. Call us, talk to me, and we'll fix the problem. We want to hear about all your experiences, good and bad. And it's all the contact information is at www.tforods.com. But truthfully, it's angler feedback is critical.
Yeah, and I want you guys to know, because it's tough figuring out what rod is right for your application. And for us, they've bent over backwards to make sure that they help us find what works for every scenario. And so you're more welcome to post some comments on our Facebook page, and me and Scott will do our best to answer it, but we can also get Collins in on it, and Brad, and we can really get you the right rod in your hand, because we didn't have the right rod in our hand for every application, and it makes a world of difference.
TFO builds a lot of technique-specific rods, and that's one of the pluses of the company. There's a great variety of rods, different techniques, different styles of fishing, different fisheries. So it's a good opportunity to get somebody who does know the rods to go over them with you, learn your fishing style, your techniques, and find the rods that apply to you.
And our dealers are pretty tuned up and can help you do that. But again, you're welcome to call us. We're happy to talk to you through it. We got rods that it can be a crescent wrench. We got one rod that can do pretty much anything you need to do, but then we got all those technique-specific rods that will make you a better fisherman. You just have to apply them in the right circumstance.
Now we're going to place the challenge.
Yeah.
He has said that he will have me fly fishing. Did you see his reaction?
That's what y'all can't see mine, but I'm back here reacting.
I don't know. You can swing a rod.
I can swing it.
It's you can fly fish. I have no doubt.
We're going to test that theory. So
those ears work?
Yeah.
Well then, good. You'll be fine.
To be continued.
Yeah, that's how we're going to leave it, guys. All right, we had a good time. We're out.
Thank you.
Thank you.